New technology is using an MRI scan to detect deadly diseases and conditions. But how does it work, and is it worth the big expense? Our Jeannie Nguyen went to the Bay Area to find out.
This is how Connie Ferris likes to remember her mom, Marion House, during happier times. In 2007, her mom died of cancer.
My mom had passed away from colon cancer.
It was Connie's wake-up call.
I was just really uneasy about colon cancer, and I was having some trouble with the hip. My family has had ongoing problems with heart disease.
Over the past year, celebrities like Paris Hilton, Kim Kardashian, and Maria Menounos have shared their experiences with a new full-body MRI scan that claims to detect diseases and medical conditions like early stages of cancer, tumors, aneurysms, and a lot more.
Okay, Connie, well, how did you hear about Prenuvo and what made you curious?
So Prenuvo sounded like a really cool way to find out a whole lot of things all at one time. And so I decided to do it.
Dr. Sean London is a radiologist for Prenuvo in Redwood City.
This is still MRI. What we have done is we've optimized our parameters and made a very thoughtful protocol to cover essentially the entire body using the most high-yield image sets sequences in a relatively short period of time.
In less than an hour, Dr. London says the machine scans the body from head to toe and delivers results that are then analyzed by a doctor.
Any potential tumors throughout the entire body, brain aneurysms, and then anything like metabolic disease, so fatty liver, iron overload, visceral fat, subcutaneous fat.
Right now, Prenuvo offers 3 types of scans at 3 different costs. The most popular and expensive one is a full-body scan costing nearly $2,500. In addition to the steep cost, most patients have to travel. Prenuvo is only available at 2 locations in California, Redwood City and Los Angeles. But Dr. London says they are adding more clinics.
Our goal is to make this accessible to everybody. And we're doing that by making it, we're expanding our clinics. We're using new technology to increase the scan time, which ultimately will drive down the cost of the scan itself.
Even though Prenuvo's main selling point is to be able to detect health issues early on, the American College of Radiology, a national group that represents tens of thousands of radiologists, says there is no evidence that this is effective in prolonging life. The scan can also result in false positives, which would require more testing, to which Dr. London says,
there's always going to be false positives because there might be something that we can't definitively characterize on our test. We take it to another test.
Luckily for Connie, her scan showed no major issues, but it did find something in her hip.
It showed that my right hip had necrosis and that it was bone on bone. There was no margin, there was no cushion anymore, which explained the pain I was in.
Shortly after getting those results, Connie confirmed it with her doctors and had a hip replacement. As for her mother,
you know, obviously this is a newer technology, but had this been available for your mom, do you think this could have saved her life?
Yeah, I do think that had she had the ability to have one of these scans, it very well could have saved her life, or at least prolonged it. You know, we would have had her longer than we did.
And insurance companies currently do not cover this type of scan. However, Dr. London says that Prenuvo is working with public and private companies to try to integrate it into their systems and provide this service to their employees.